You like the light back there? Like, this is the first time we use the big light, so you can actually see your makeup. All right, guys, we're live. It's Joey, a.k.a. Amanda Bone. We are here interviewing Anomaly
Chiroptera.
Like a raptor, but Cleopatra.
Yes.
Chiroptera. See, we'll never get it right, bro. It's okay. So we are here going to interview her and go through all of this today. She is from...
I mean, technically Lakeland, but now Tampa.
Okay, Lakeland, Tampa. But that's where you're, like, you get your gigs and that's where you get your life, is it?
I haven't been doing anything in Lakeland for, I don't know, probably a good year and a half now. And I actually just started at Iberian again.
Okay, lift up, because there's like, bro, we eat here. And then we'll look like, all right, so go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody and let them know who you are real quick.
I am Anomaly. I am a hyper queen / drag king / shock performer. Now based out of Tampa. I do a lot of blood work, basically. I really do like Shock Factor, really. I like Shock Factor.
That's it.
There's not much else to it.
So you just gave us your stage name. How did you come by that? Like, how did you get that name?
When I was about 13, me and my friend had these, like, 2 little steampunk girl characters that we named Anna and Molly. And I had about 15 minutes to pick a drag name when I was at Pulse. So I was like, let's just do Anomaly, because it's like a mixture of the two. It's cute.
I like it. It fits. I like Anomaly. My drag name was so funny because, like, my boy name is Joey. And my drag name, of course, is Amanda. And everybody's like, well, where did you get Amanda? And I was like, because I'm a man. Duh. Get it? Like, Amanda. And then I wanted to be Amanda Be Reckoned With.
Oh.
But that was taken. There was a magazine called Hotspots Magazine that did Southwest Florida. And the lady you, like, wrote in and asked questions to, her name was Amanda Be Reckoned With. So then they were like, well, what is your name going to be? And I'm like, well, Amanda Bone. Everybody's looking for Amanda Bone.
Right. Okay.
You gotta get yourself Amanda Bone. That's how it goes. So it stuck forever. And, of course, later on, I became Amanda Bone de Mornay because of my mother. So, yeah, it's crazy. We got a lot of people joining. I know that Francis just said something. He said, hey. His spooky clown friend. I can't see what he said.
So I can only see clowns.
We also have
blind.
Camden and Daniel Meow Meow, so it's cute. We got a couple of people. All right. Do you have a drag family or drag parents?
Technically, my drag mother is Aurora Panic. She's no longer doing drag anymore. I'm no longer her daughter.
I feel you, girl.
Yeah, I'm no longer her daughter. Kind of before that, so really the closest thing I have is more so of a mentor. Ashley Panic was absolutely my mentor while I was at
That's my
Lakeland
sister.
Falls.
Hey, Camden.
Fucking love Ashley. She helped me so much.
It's so funny because, like, you're all like that and my shirt says y'all need Jesus. Like, I didn't even plan it, promise, not today. That's cute. I love Ashley, and I've known Ashley for a good little minute. And like I said, we talked earlier. She was just in the Battle of the Families with us, so I love her. All right. So who are you closest with since you just have like a mentor, like your drag? Who are you closest with in drag, like, or in performance art? Like, who is that person? Right
now, it's actually Juno Francis. Since I've finally
Francis Queerbot.
Yeah, Francis Queerbot 9000. Since I got off of the hiatus, like, the first time, because I'm a weenie and I keep going on and off. But then when I got off the first time, they completely took me under their wing, like, introduced me to everyone, helping me out with all the king shit, because I'd never delved into it as much.
Well, that's not being a weenie. Listen, it is important for you to take time and serve your own mental health and your stuff. So, as long as drag is fun... Oh, she said I'm going to cry. Or Francis, he said I'm going to cry. Sorry. We went over that too, because I'm so bad with, like, drag pronouns and, like, who should be called what.
They.
It's so awful, yeah. And I don't do it on purpose. It's just I'm dumb. But it is very important for you to take hiatuses. There was a time, like, I started... Not a lot of people know. I'm old. I'm 36. I started drag in 2000 when I turned 18. And I took a break until, like, from, like, 2000 to 2002. And then I took, like, a year or two and came back. And that's when I started it back at Valentine's. And I had all of my nights and stuff. And it's just, like... You want to do something that's fun, and when it's not fun anymore, it's time for you to take a break and, like, collect yourself so that you can have fun again. So there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
How does your biological family feel about you performing? Like,
my mother thinks it is the weirdest shit she has ever seen. I've always been a little bit eccentric. I've been into so much theatrics. especially growing up.
All of us.
You know, she swore she could have seen it coming, but, you know, she'll go and she'll pull up all my pictures of all my paints, and she'll, like, show them to all the other girls at work, and they'll, like, be like, what the fuck is that? But that looks cool. You know, she's my number one fan, absolutely. You know, my husband thinks it's weird as shit, too.
Her husband is over here, too.
Yeah, he's
sometimes it's a live audience, sometimes it's not. Funny story, I usually have a lot of people here. Right now, it's just me and Brandon, and then, of course, her husband and her. But we ordered tickets, because for Black History Month, starting this week, they put Black Panther back into the theaters, and we got free tickets to go see that, and I totally forgot today. And that's where everybody else went and left me here, and I was like, well... This is what we're doing. Don't feel bad. No, because like this is what I want to do. I want to make sure that everybody gets to know all these people, and like we can get it all out there. So everybody left me to go see Black Panther, except for Brandon, and I'm sure that my mom will pop in soon. It always happens. It never fails. My family shows up, so it's kind of a live video audience.
Yeah,
he's over here like
he has no idea what to do with himself.
Yeah, he's like, okay, all right. So my family did, like, at first I was like, ugh, like, I don't know. But my mom was like, you're not going to be a pretty woman. You're like a big dude, like, ew. So my first show ever, my mom, like, sewed my costume and helped me put on my makeup. And I looked like the only white trash 80s hooker that you'll ever realize in your whole life.
I'm here to fill those shoes.
And I live for it, though. Like, I looked like Pat Benatar and freaking Stevie Nicks had a kid with the chick from Weird Science with bustiers and leather. And who played football for, like, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with, like, a bob wig, bitch. You couldn't tell me nothing, though. I was sick. But my mom's like, oh, my God. Like, she's like, Joe, you look like a football player. And I was like, okay, I get it. Hi, Ashley. She said, hey, girls.
Hi, I love you.
I had my glasses on today so I could see. But, yeah, my mom was like, okay. But she's been supportive. Like, I've actually got to do a show with my mom. She, like, buys me drag and sews and helps me come up with ideas, so she's been cool. And my dad's side of the family didn't know until, like, a wedding, my grandparents', like, 50th wedding anniversary, and my stepmom showed them pictures of me in drag because I never showed them. And they were really cool with it. My grandparents like, we used to party with the gays down in Fire Island. Like, we love it. Like, you're so beautiful. So, like, my grandmother... Oh, she said, come on, Library. Yes, Ashley Cole. I was a Warren Sapp in lip gloss, bitch. That's what I looked like. So my grandmother now has, like, my headshots. The late Kelly, he, like, did my photoshots. She has my headshots up, like, with all the rest of the family pictures. Aww. And when people come in, she goes, oh, that's Joseph. Isn't he so beautiful? And, like, he looks like his Aunt Rose. It's, like, that kind of thing. So, hey, Power.
I think my grandmother's got one of my drag pictures hanging up, and it's a girl drag one, and it looks a hot mess because when I first started out...
Well, I drew on my eyebrows with, like, a liner pencil in the photo.
Dude,
it's
same.
Cute.
Yes,
it's
same.
Cute. Like, it's a beautiful photo, but, girl, my eyebrows were drawn on. Frances said my mom's crazy, amazing. And she is, because when Frances was here, they came in. And Power's putting eyeballs. It's okay. But my whole family has been, like, my stepdads, my biological father, and my mom, everybody have been supportive of it. They think it's really funny, so... Okay, so... Oh, Jade Ember says she loves your beat.
Oh, thank you so much.
I don't know. You gotta kind of lean up into the camera and show them, like...
My kids are gonna fall into the camera.
Look at that beat, bitch. It is so sickening. Like, y'all can't see it in person. Like, I'm here.
Oh, let me, like...
She is tittied down and vinyled and wrapped and plastic.
I am known in drag for my titties because I don't give a fuck if I'm a hyper
What
queen.
size?
As of right now, I'm a 36G F.
In drag, mine's like 46 double D. Like, I like big fat titties. Like, that's me. Alright, so name 3, like, established older queens or performers that you look up to.
Absolutely Ashley. I mean, she was there when I started doing drag. She was there when, you know, I hit my first big milestone where you really learn how to paint and, like, you really learn how to, like, cinch your hat
and you feel your beat.
Yeah, you know you look at it. It's not like you're just feeling yourself, but everyone's feeling you. Ashley was there the whole way through that. Definitely Spiky Van Dyke because they were the ones that actually got me back into doing drag again when I went to Iberian the first time just for funsies, and low-key got yelled at to start doing it again.
I'm glad because I've seen you perform, so
Oh, girl, that was a long time ago. That was still
It was still sickening back then. I don't care. I was like, yes, come over the bridge. Come by us. Because I don't go over there and offer, girl. I'm scared of Polk County or wherever.
Oh, bitch, same.
I'm scared. I'm
from Polk County. I'm scared of Polk County.
I'm not good at the Polk County bit. So I tried. All right, so you said spiky. Ashley, one more.
I don't... I actually really like Jackie St. James.
Okay.
That bitch is sickening.
So I had never met Jacqueline, and I have a night going on Thursdays at Southern, which is the club that I used to work at was called Valentine's Night Club, and like we were known for our Latin and our hip hop nights. So Southern wants to bring that back and let us reminisce and feel our old fantasies that we used to have there. So Thursday nights we have that going on, and Jacqueline jumped right in. I never met her. Started promoting, helping me do stuff, and I actually got to work with her last week, I believe it was. Mm. She's huge.
Yeah.
I thought Daphne Ferraro was big, and like she's like Daphne Ferraro size. Like she's huge. Excuse me. There's a picture on Lady Janet's page, and I'm like hugging her, and like literally my forehead is in her boobs. Like she's huge.
Yeah, she's what 6'7" or
6'7" without heels.
heels.
Yeah, is what she said. I thought she said 6'7". That's huge. And she's so fun and nice.
Yes.
And I thought she was Latin, girl. Because she came out and did Latin music. I was like, oh, she's promoting this Latin night. She knows it, girl. Nah. Like me.
She's white as hell.
She just knows Latin music. All right. So name 2 new queens that you have come up with or noticed lately that you look up to, or not look up to, that you like or inspire you or you want to give a favorable mention to.
Absolutely, Francis Cribot 9000. I think they're a fantastic performer. They put their heart and soul into everything they fucking do. And probably Tony Tesla. I've known them for a while, and they are so fun on stage because they have such bad stage fright, like backstage. But as soon as they like leave, it's complete confidence.
Once you're in that character, it's always
it is.
Like I get
full
so
on.
like people are like, okay, like I'm so good on the microphone is what people always tell me, and that's just me like rambling, like just trying to get through it because I'm a hot mess. And like when I get out there, I'm just like, what can I say? And like I have no filter, so it's like, yo, my dick hurts right now, and I'm in like a full evening gown, like. You know, like,
that's why they never put me on the mic at Pulse.
Listen, and they give me the mic. One time, my kids are all pretty, like, padded. Like, they love that pageant. They love to feel like a woman. Mm-hmm. Like, that's their thing. Me, Sasha, and Frida in full evening gowns did My Dick by Frankie Avalon. What's his name? I don't even know. Like, literally, people are like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they don't get, like, we're hot messes. But everybody gets that feeling in the back. You know, like, oh, here we go. You know, it's just happened.
I feel it.
So, describe your aesthetic in your own words.
My aesthetic would be like if Mattel had like a separate line for clowns and someone made a blow-up doll of that clown.
I'm here for it. I love it when people do that and be like, my aesthetic is anime blow-up doll, Japanese realness, found in a... in a landfill somewhere outside of New York, like all beat up and bruised after a Guar concert. That's my aesthetic.
Like at a Goodwill inside of the clothes collection dumpster. So
I love that. I'm here for it. Like, what is your aesthetic, Joy? I'm like, I'm a fat, funny, bangy housewife, like with very bad, like rock and roll, like. Shame.
Low key
aesthetic. Yeah, like I hide it back. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I have to put up for the fans, you know, you can't know me for real. And a bully, apparently. That's what everybody likes to say, so I take it. It is what it is.
What a bully.
How is your everyday persona different from your stage persona?
I am so neurotic. Like, in, you know, everyday life, like, I'm...
Have you met Brandon?
Stop it! Why am I getting outed for something that this is not even my line?
So, neurotic? It's okay, because I can't picture it, though. Because every time I've met you, it's just
I'm very, as soon as the mug comes on, I'm very, you know, open, I'm very bubbly, I'm very out there, and, like, you know, I play that, like, real-life shitposter kind of vibe with it, but at home, I'm so neurotic. Like, I can't call my mom because I forgot to call her. Or no, it was my grandmother because I was late to call her for a Christmas card, but like I was scared I was going to yell that. So
you have to overthink it for 24. And then when you call,
absolutely.
they're just more mad that you took longer to call than just not calling.
Yes, exactly. Like I'm
completely
the opposite. I mean, I still have like the aesthetic, but the...
She said trash clown princess.
Yes!
Loving this interview. Thank you for loving it. Hello. We're all trash clown princess. Like, everybody's like, I remember one time when I was doing drag and I was a little bit skinnier. Like, I've always been a big bitch. And this bitch is like, you're a big clown. You're a Cabbage Patch doll. You're a skillet. And I'm like, those are bad things? I was like, I love food, so skillets are delicious. I was like, Cabbage Patch Kids were one of the most sought things in the 80s, bitch, I'll take it. And then they're like, you're a clown. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm 6'2", 200 pounds, in giant shoes and weird colored wigs, and 500 pounds of makeup. I'll take it, bitch. It does not bother me. Call me a clown all the time.
I think the best one I got was a knockoff Garbage Pail Kid.
I'll take it, bitch. I love Garbage Pail Kids. I would take it. I'd be like, thank you. Call me Messy Missy, bitch. That's me. We were making up drag names today, and our 2 new drag names are Olive Disass, and Olive Disdick.
Oh my god!
And then there was like all of your man's money. There was so many. We were just like going ham. Like that's our favorite thing, and like. People don't get it about, like, our drag name. Like, I'm Amanda Bone, and then I have a daughter named Frida Bone. And then there's Aida Bone, and Joanna Bone, and Satanya Bone. Like, we're just a hot mess. That's how Ashley said it's true. It's okay. Okay. So what is your favorite part about drag or performing?
I really enjoy being able to interact with people outside of how I normally do. You know, once there's a character on, it's free. You know, it's much more open, and you really do get a more intimate look into your audience, and you find out more about their likes, about, you know, what kind of aesthetic they prefer. And I think that's really interesting as someone who's interested in, like, sociology and psychology. And so that's really the most fun part. It's not even the performance itself. I
think you and Brandon are twins, actually.
Excuse you.
He's just like the boy version of you. I did that. That's like a good thing, and I love that you point that out. Like, getting to know your audience and their preferences also gives you longevity, and like being able to adapt to situations will help you get tipped and help people follow you. And for me, it's more of like giving people that distraction. Like, I will be a big clown, and like whatever they're going through, I will be a hot mess. As long as they're having a good time, that's me. You know, hi Mikey. You are far from 6'2". You are more like... Girl, I'm not 5'10". Thank you very much. I am 6'2". Went to the doctor, been measured. You're just a wildebeest, sis. Absolutely. You're huge. Kim always try to come for me. You know I love you, sister, but I am like 6'1", 6'2". Like, we had this discussion the other day.
We'll find out as soon as we're done, because Viper is 6'2", and if you stand up and you match up, then...
well, maybe I might be like 6'1", because I always have on like high tops, like shoes, and whenever they like measure me at the thing, they're always like 6'2", 6'2". So I'm just like, okay, so I just say, I feel like you're
5'12". Bitch.
Don't listen to him. What is your least favorite part of the gig? Like getting up in the drag or performing?
Being cinched. Without a doubt. Being as busty as I am, and I wear like 4 bras when I perform, so I've got like 4...
I don't have... I mean, you have real titties, but I do the same thing.
That shit is so heavy.
You called it. So the last time I was in drag was a couple of Sundays ago. And being cinched, and it's not just being cinched. When you are cinched and those the tights roll down and get into the side of you, I had a bruise for like 4 days where this like was just dug into me because I was padded and cinched. I had a full on metal bone corset, like, because I want to look. You know, skinny. I'm not really skinny. I just wanted to look skinny.
I low-key thought about wearing my corset because when I was performing for Pulse, I was the cinched queen.
You have to like sit and like breathe. And
stuff. And I was like, oh fuck, this is like a 15-minute ride.
I haven't seen it yet, but like her whole look is sickening. It is like vinyl, black, shiny blue realness. Let her show you. Like, bitch, I live for it.
You're like, not
it's like Elvira, Bride of Chucky, like sickening. Like, I'm here for it.
Damn, I probably should have put on the shades then.
No, girl, you're good. At what point in the transformation do you feel complete in the character? Like hair, lashes, body, stuff like that. What is your
Probably.
I told you they would come in, and my family's like wandering in right now.
But in between like lashes and wig is usually where I start feeling myself with it, and where I really start getting into my actual drag persona.
She said thick. Yes, that's how we like it around here. When your lovers are hungry, they want steaks, not beef jerky, girl.
Which I am the whole buffet.
All right, so in between wig
and lashes, like somewhere in between that.
Yeah, I'll be bald headed as soon as those lashes or that body goes on. I don't even got no titties. I will fill my fantasy with hips and lashes.
I cannot do it. Bitch, I look like a whole ass egg. So
I
without the wig,
too.
it's
While
done.
you're out here shaped like an egg. Go big, that's me. Don't worry about it. I get it. So obviously you have a niche market, but what is your favorite genre to perform and your favorite song?
Oddly enough, I do enjoy doing more like electro and pop shit. I did really enjoy that. I just didn't like the aesthetic of it so much. It didn't really match up
to what you were presenting visually.
Exactly. But the pop stuff is so fun. It's always so upbeat, and it's much easier to appeal to the wider crowd. So it's
sometimes you have to.
Yeah, and it's a lot more fun to see the crowd having fun, doing shit that they know or they like, and they can bop to. I think the most entertaining song that I've done was a grime song. It was Kill V Maim. That was like one of the last ones I did when I was working at Pulse was Kill V Maim by Grimes. And that one was extremely fun. Like, I was able to bounce around and do what the fuck ever. It doesn't matter, I couldn't dance.
It's a BB, it's Matcha. She is giving me Toot from Drawn Together.
Yes!
I'll take that too, bitch. I love
I'll take it.
We could paint you black and white like that, with
yes!
That would be so sick.
Oh, I'd be here for it.
For me, like, back in the day, if anybody came to see me perform, we always did 2 shows. And they were like, as long as you give us something pretty, we don't care what you do for your other number. Like, you have to be able to, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I would come out and I would do my whatever. But then I would go in the back and I would, like, Marilyn Manson paint with dreadlocks and, like, vinyl and come out looking like a Cenobite had sex with Elvira. Bitch. Like, I did not care. And I would perform crazy shit. I remember one time we did Mechanical Animals by Marilyn Manson. Okay. I had a metal half mask. And when I pulled off, it was stuck with black latex. And when it came off, the latex ripped, but it had wires under the latex. It was pretty sickening. It was a lot of fun. All right. Do you have a favorite artist to perform, or just your favorite artist in general?
Oh, favorite artists in general would be Queens of the Stone Age. I can't really perform that. They're a bit slow paced. They're a bit stoner rock for most crowds. One artist that I have found that is pretty much fun all the way around, where everyone likes it and I like it, would be either In This Moment or Hailstorm, because then I can kind of like get the darker side of shit, but at the same time, like, everyone who's into like rock music will generally know who it is. It's on the radio, so I'm able to do that and live my goth fantasy.
Do you know who Biff Naked is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, back in the day, it was Evanescence, Biff Naked, like Marilyn Manson for me. Like, that was the stuff that I could get away with, and people were like, oh, because it was like, babble, babble, bitch, bitch. And everybody's like, oh, I know that song,
Yeah.
It was okay, because other times they didn't get it. You know what I mean? Like, Cranberries sometimes.
I would be so scared to do Manson just because I feel at this point, at least in the alternative scene with performing, it's so overplayed. Like, even if I would want to do it,
it's hard.
Everyone's already done it before, but if I
and you have to really do your own thing for that too. Like,
and that's really not possible.
Do you remember the first show you ever saw and the first Queen?
The first show I ever saw was actually the first show I was ever in. I had never seen a drag show before, and it was, I think it was season 1 of Drag Wars at Pulse, and Aurora turned around because we were both working at Geico, so during work, we were in training, she turned around and was like, hey, can I kill you? Without thinking, I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I'd spoken to him maybe twice, and he needed help for, it was like just the depictions of the 7 deadly sins, and he was Wrath, I believe. So he had me come in, do his cute little number, and that was the first time I ever performed, technically. First show I ever saw. I think the first Queen I technically saw was, oh fuck, I don't remember their drag name, but Caleb Hogue. Used to be Destiny?
I don't know.
Ashley knows who I'm talking about.
If it was in then Ashley will have to clue us in later.
Yeah, Ashley knows who I'm talking about, but I think they were the first number to go on, so that was technically the first Queen I ever saw. But
and then you were part of the show.
And then I was part of the show.
Okay. Well, what made you want to be an entertainer or an artist?
I think after that show, I realized exactly how much fun I had. I was never really, like, the sporty, like, more older teenager. And I never really had, like, a niche or any kind of creative outlet. And I feel like once that happened, something kind of clicked. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is awesome. Like, it was
Destiny.
so exhilarating.
Her name was Destiny.
Yes. Did I say that? Oh, whatever. It was Destiny. But, you know, it was completely exhilarating, and I couldn't go back at that point, I felt.
Okay, so, let's see, because I moved it on. What's your most embarrassing moment in drag?
Oh. He was here for this one, that's why he's laughing. So, the last show I did.
The first show, the only show I've ever seen you in.
Yeah, the only show he's ever seen me in, the first drag performance he's ever seen, I had these, like, 6.5-inch Demonia platform boots. I was in King, so I was all taped up, and everything was going good, and I drank a little bit too much tequila in the back room upstairs, and my shoes were kind of loose on the platform. So my number starts, everything's good, until about 20 seconds into the number, I took a step the wrong way, the whole platform rips off of the boot.
Oh, God.
So I, land on my ass, but I'm like, you know what, this is good.
Are you a woman? You don't look like a woman.
It's like, are you a woman?
So the whole platform rips off.
But you continued to
I was like, you know what, this is fine, we can work this out.
That's a professional.
Until, like, 2 steps after that, because I was wearing socks, and I slid, fell right on my ass, and I just kind of looked at the DJ and was like,
okay,
what do I do for me? Like, I was so, oh my god, it was the worst feeling of my life, because I knew that Viper was, like, up, laughing his ass off, and I'm, like, crying inside, and I'm just like, okay,
trying to finish.
let's just finish the number.
Ashley said she can think of one.
Decided to
Tell us
hire
about the
somebody on
live
stage.
video with the stripper pole at Pulse.
The live video with the stripper pole at Pulse? Which one are you talking about? There was more than one that was a mess. God, at Pulse there were so many embarrassing moments, and it wasn't even when I first started off either. It was much more towards like the latter end of me working there. They had like this random talent show, and I was wearing this like gorgeous like sparkly tulle like belt that came down. Well, I stepped back. It was my first time wearing really, really tall stilettos. So I stepped right on the trail and fell right in my fucking face in front of everyone.
Everybody fell.
Yeah, when they installed the stripper pole, I think it was the night that I got really, really drunk and went over there and, like, tried doing, like, flips and stuff. Which one? Oh, God, the one with Roxy Codone. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Jeez, Ashley, thanks for, like, outing her right now. With
Got, like, Vietnam War flashbacks right now. So the show with Roxy Codone was the Tidy Whitey event at Pulse back when they were having me be a shot girl and just running around in, like, a t-shirt and underwear while they were, like, well, we need, like, a girl performer so the straight guys can, like, have something to look at while we're doing the show. We didn't know what the fuck to do because it was kind of, like, thrown out, like... It was a whole mess. And so... I think I was really fucked up then too. Like the whole time I was working at Pulse and like a little bit after was very blurry for me. Oh god.
Agent Orange.
It was just a whole mess. So we decided that we're just gonna go on at once and like it was some like high femme like lesbian numbers. We're just like, oh, we're gonna pretend to like fight and then like
kiss and
it'll kiss and be like, oh, rub each other, whatever. Well, I get on this fucking stripper pole that they had just installed and just bust ass like twice in a row because I'm trying to do these like flips, but like my hands are like not working. It was really, really, really bad.
Jeez, you have a lot.
Listen,
what's your proudest moment in that? let's have that many of that. Like, what is your most favorite proud moment?
Listen, I'm
in
a
drag?
mess. Leave me alone.
So am I. You don't even know. I fought somebody in drag. My wig fell off. My dick came out, girl.
I've popped a
There's
titty
been
before.
so much.
I've
Okay?
absolutely popped a titty in
I
drag.
fought a dude in full high drag, bitch. So,
I've never gotten that messy.
oh,
But
I wasn't even drunk. That's my real life.
I've never been that messy. I've gotten close.
I hosted the one night at Valentine's.
Oh, no.
We had like these group. Like sometimes we'll come in and we loved our talent contest. But you know there's always those weird ones that never win.
Yes.
They always complain. It's crazy. And there was
They
this
get
one night.
real salty about it.
And I don't drink. Like, I'm the best drag queen ever. I don't drink unless it's an important thing or whatever. So I come in and I'm like, how many people do we signed up? And they're like, oh, you have like 12. And I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, it's going to be cute
Full-
tonight.
yeah,
Like, no more.
full
Don't take any more.
numbers.
I go and look at the list. And the freaking first, like, 10 names are like, not what I would have hoped. Like 10 out of 12 were just like the ones that complain or like, are not good and don't ever want help and do whatever. So I just, we're doing a live show.
Well, goddamn it.
So I just, see, I told you never know what's going to happen. Sasha Sensation just popped in. Mwah. And so did my other daughter, Pika.
Well, look at you. 'Cause I never
So let me tell you that I got so fucking wasted that I couldn't come out and host the second show. That I literally just opened the door to the stage and I'm laying on the ground in drag, talking on the microphone to figure out who the winner was.
Oh my god.
So what's your proudest number?
I think my most proud number, I know it was definitely going to have to be sometime during the drag wars that I participated in at Pulse.
Was that 2? Was that Drag Wars 2? That's when I met you.
Yes,
that was
yeah.
when Diamond and Mio was in there.
Then yes. It was 2,
That was years ago.
yeah, it was. It was like
2
2
or 3,
years ago
yeah.
now. That was back when I was really
The
first
one
started
of the
getting
4
out.
times that I've ever, not even 4, 3 times that I've been to Pulse. I went for the Drag Wars and I met you. Mm-hmm. I went for a large at-large pageant, Large and Lovely, I think.
Yeah.
That's when I seen Addison Taylor dance the house down and a hole into the stage of Pulse. And then the third time, we went for the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, that was the
Ashley
whole season was Harry Potter themed.
Well, it was one of those, and she switched me into like a house, and I always get Hufflepuff girl. It never fails. But I also know Slay.
Gabriel. Gabriel Shareem or whatever.
Yeah, so we went
Slay,
and hung out that time. Yeah. All right. So, is there somebody that you would like to work with, like maybe do a number with, or a bar, or a person that you like? Go ahead, give us a bar you would like to work at, and a person you would like to do a duet with.
I would love to do something at Southern. Like, Southern always seems really fun. Like, the crowd always seems like they're into everyone there, which I really like. Like, you know, everyone's supportive of everyone, at least in the crowd for the most part, it seems. And me and Francis may or may not be planning a number on the down low.
I'm excited for that.
So we just gotta, like, we're working out everything right now and getting together.
I think that would
Like,
be cute.
So
obviously one of my next questions is single or taken, and we know that you are taken. So why don't you just come over here real quick, walk behind us, and y'all can see her husband, and you get to see who's over here watching it. So there's her husband. So she is taken.
he's off the camera immediately.
Yes. So don't try it unless you want problems.
Yeah, he
So
will kill it.
he's here, so we can get his input too. What is it like dating as a queen or an entertainer? For you, as being the queen in a dating relationship.
I think personally it's definitely
Oh, it's all right, cowboy goth daddy.
yes.
Who the fuck said that?
Francis.
Thank you.
I think it's more difficult in the relationship I'm in now because it's a dominant submissive relationship than it usually was with previous partners. Mainly because
You're gonna have to explain that to them because you know people are not like. Oh, first of all, last week with Francis and his whole polyamorous thing.
Oh, yeah?
People are like, "What?" I understand it because I had been in a polyamorous relationship twice for a long period of time. So for me, it's whatever. But people don't understand that, and the dominant submissive means
that's like
somebody's in charge and somebody's not. And if you're the submissive and an entertainer, correct, it's harder for you to...
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit harder because in typical DS relationships, you will have the dominant who has the visage of being in charge and the submissive who actually has most of the control, but essentially it's a power play dynamic in a relationship. So you see everyone like talking about on Facebook like, oh, choke me and fucking spit in my face or whatever.
It's not always that.
It's not even kind of always that.
I mean, that's fun too. I've stepped on a few faces,
Mood. But it is very difficult in doing drag sometimes because, especially with it being a monogamous relationship, there's very limited for using, human props. There's limitations on doing any kind of BDSM-centered numbers where I would be the submissive or using any, males in my numbers. There's a couple of limitations that
with
have been
every
presented
relationship.
now.
I had one where I would host a strip contest, and I was dating somebody at the time who didn't really understand that I have to play that role, and it worked out. And you're liking it so far, dating an entertainer or performer?
Yeah, I mean, we came up with a compromise.
Yeah.
How we're going to.
It's also a little bit of fun too because she can always be a different person.
He's actually been in one of my numbers.
And you get different people, different things like makeup, and it's fun. He
gets that every fucking day anyway. Fucking crazy.
Hello,
the first incident that she was talking about after she busted her ass twice on stage, she decided to pull me unbeknownst to myself. So here I am in full face makeup, being pulled on stage as a straight man and dancing with this other perceivable man.
Yeah, dressed as a...
So the only thing
for you, it was
the only thing I could think of to do was to grab her by the back of the head and make out with her fiercely in front of everybody because I'm like, fuck it, we're owning this shit.
Sasha, give me 1 second. I know that you need help, and Jose can help you with whatever you all need help with. No, I know, but he's over there looking bored too.
Yeah,
so. I just want y'all to know how much I live for him right now. First of all, you would love my biological father. Have you? Of course, you've seen House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah.
My father looks like Otis. Everywhere we go, people stop me like, "Oh my God, can I have your autograph? You're Otis. You're Otis." Like my dad is crazy in real life too. Drives a motorcycle, carries knives, does not give a fuck, and looks just like Otis. Trench coat, was in the Marines.
God.
Like you look like his best friend, except a younger version of his best friend Leonard. Like, you look like we used to call him Daddy Leonard, but that's who you look like. Like, it's so crazy right now, and you just don't give a fuck. And that's what my dad did. My biological father, completely straight, came to the club and met Jasmine International and Apple Love, and was like getting pulled on the stage, and she shoved her hand down my dad's pants. And my dad was just like, oh, okay, we're doing this. So, like, I get it. All right.
Look, if you're gonna date a performer, you gotta own it.
Be ready.
You gotta be ready at a moment's notice to just go with this shit.
Listen, pulling someone on stage is my fallback, so...
I may be the dominant in this relationship, but when it comes to her stage performance, I just go with it.
Go with the flow. It's easier to do it like that. So, the next question. I skipped one because we're going to keep that for the end because it's been a little spicy for everybody beforehand. But the next one is drag in geesh. Or sex in geesh. Like, is that something like...
Yes.
Okay. Because, see, for me, it's not. It's, like, for you, I understand. Like, but for me, to have any... It's just not happening.
Listen, I'll take off the cinching, and if I do,
though, it's a whole different story.
Pads,
you start out with me thinking it's Christmas. You unwrap it, it turns into Halloween real fast. Okay? I don't shave, except for what you're going to see.
Oh, no!
So, like, from here down, and I wear, like, 6 pairs of tights, so my legs are hairy. Every time cinched, so as soon as it all comes off, it is Drew Carey, bitch. Like, I promise you it is Seth Rogen from there on out. And people are like, oh my God. I'm like, listen, it's not sexy. Yeah, you think I'm pretty now, bitch. I promise
Just wait.
you. Let me unwrap it, bitch. You are going to have a problem, okay? So I don't understand, but for you, like, I get it. Like,
well,
okay.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
but also for queens, like drag queens, like boy queens who dress up as women and are men during the day,
yeah.
people are in love with that fantasy. And I'm not here for that fantasy. Like, I know a lot of people who can get their gig in drag. For me, it's just not sexy. There's nothing about me getting out of drag or being in drag. Because, like, how much fun is it going to be to have a boner in, like, in tuck panties and, like, 6 pairs of tights? Like, it's not fun. People don't get it, and it's not fun.
Yeah, I know. Because I do the clown paint a lot of the time. Like, I'll just dress up in my drag when I go out to gas bars where he works. Because
you work in gas bars.
There's a bunch of fucking straight white people there that have never been to a drag show, so I bring the drag show to them and I drink a little bit at the bar and yell at people. So
I'm here for it. I'm trying to remember. We went to gas bars quite a lot. That's where they were having the Busch Gardens after parties where I gas bars for the things for a while. So we
or whatever.
You've probably seen him then.
I probably have, but in all honesty, like I'm the kind of person that I let them do their thing because they're not at my bar. So I don't go out to regular bars and just like.
Throw you out, you probably didn't have
yeah, no, you would have known if you threw me out. My picture's on plenty of walls where I'm not allowed back into straight establishments for fighting. Okay, so we asked the question earlier was like somebody you would like to work with. Now, the question that's been putting everybody in the hot seat and then they don't like to answer and has even caused a little controversy with Matcha is I need a venue and a name of a person you do not want to work with.
I will not work with Pulse anymore.
Okay.
And it's less of like I don't dislike this person. I just wouldn't work with them. It's
Were you talking about that one bitch Amanda Bone or something?
Yeah, nobody wants to work with her.
Fuck her. I don't like her.
She's so extra.
I couldn't even talk about someone being extra, bitch. I showed up in like full wig, full beat, like latex outfit. So
I can't hang out with Amanda Bone. She's a thug in a cocktail dress. She's a bully. All right. So the person, it's not that you dislike them because that's a lot of things. People don't understand that in a working relationship, it doesn't have to do with liking somebody or not. This is a business situation, and there's people that you don't work with.
I'm sure they're an amazing person, but just with their drag, it was Allegra Williams, I believe.
Okay, I know Allegra.
Purely on the fact that she, when she did her first thing at Pulse Out when I was working there, Bio Queens had got brought up because that was a very hot topic in Tampa.
For everybody, because go ahead. So then we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah, it was a very hot topic.
Mind you, I just want y'all to know I'm barefoot under here. Well, not barefoot. I'm in socks and my Jesus t-shirt.
So. Yeah, but I'm wearing fucking sneakers, so.
So Bio Queens were brought up.
Yeah, Bio Queens, Hyper Queen, whatever you want to call it. It was a very hot topic, especially going around in the Tampa scene, so everyone in Lakeland was talking about it. And she had made a comment basically saying, well, I don't really think it's real drag. And me being feisty and drunk, I was like, oh, you realize I'm a bio queen, right? She had no idea. And it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way because...
People with that closed-minded attitude rub me the wrong way, so I understand.
You know, my whole thing is I'm putting in the same fucking amount of effort, padding, cinching, and everything. The only real thing I have is tits.
Titty queens have those, so that's it. But my thing is before the whole bio queen thing blew up here, or blew up in Florida at all whatsoever, before any of the girls in Orlando, I had a bio queen daughter back in 2006, 2007. Her name was Nawanya Bone. Like Naw on a bone, like Nawanya Bone. And I told her the only way you're going to do this is I want you painted like a drag queen. I want you cinched and padded. You have to give me that. You have to wear wigs. You have to do all that. Prop your titties up, stuff them, whatever. And I was like, that is my only thing. If you're gonna put in, you have to put in the work that needs to be put in. And when I tell you, people thought she was a man in drag every time, and they would proposition
her.
Her
to top?
And she's got a husband and she's got kids now, and it's so funny because there's pictures somewhere up here. This is her and her. I know y'all can't tell, but this is her and her family. Like that's her kids and that's her brother. But I don't think there's one of her in drag yet. Up here, all the pictures are in the thing. But there she is. Painted, padded, cinched, the whole 9 yards, gown. Like that's the gig. And it's funny that you say that because I'm like, oh, there's not anybody that I want to work with. But I will say this. It's funny that you have that because Allegra Williams' mother is named Blue Williams. And
oh no,
we were okay, you know. It's how it goes or whatever. She decided she was going to take one of my drag kids because she didn't think that I could handle my daughter, Yasmin Daniels. Since she was, she wanted her to be called Hennessy Williams. And she came to me and was like, well, I'm taking your daughter, you don't know what to do. And I was like, girl. So it's very that, in somebody's face, that kind of thing. So
I like how everyone's just pouring in.
I know, I told
segments.
you never know. That's my roommate, Jose, and that's my other roommate, Matt. Jose is also known as J Knox, who won Queen of the Night flashbacks. And then Matt is also known as Chastity Belt from Sarasota area. Yeah, only a couple times did Queen of the Night is like, it's not the, he did like, he's also like Club Kid-esque, like does like other stuff too. He doesn't perform anymore. He feels his beat now. He don't have to. All right. Do you have any titles or any like things like that?
I don't have any titles. I was runner-up for Drag Race 2. Pandora Panic got it first. And, I'll fucking admit it. That bitch blew me out of the goddamn water. Like
that whole contest was good. Like
going
through and seeing everybody like evolve and get their drag together. Do you have any nights to promote or things that you would like people to know where they can catch you next or what's going on?
As of right now, I'm basically waiting for the next City Side. That season of Just Slay to kind of finish up.
I put a thing out the other day asking people who would do it, and I tagged you because
Yeah.
I thought you. So hopefully that would be in the works. It's gonna be like a Drag Race-esque thing, but it's gonna more revolve around the gore, like Hollywood, like vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein, gothic
I will
dolls,
do
witches,
very well.
things like that. I want to give you alternative performers who don't get the spotlight as often to do that. And I know that's what they do. So you're waiting for City Side's next thing, but also you do Iberian?
Yeah, I was doing Iberian during their So You Think You Can Drag for the King Edition. I went out a couple times for that, and until I get a car, really. Once I get a car, then I'll probably be over there at Iberian.
Oh, she said Crystal Chambers. It might be now because Blue moved away. I just know back then, Blue was Allegra's mother. And Blue Allegra used to hang out with Bella. And Bella is Jocelyn's daughter, but also is like bone related because Bella learned how to do a lot of stuff over here with us. So like we share that, like, because DeMornay is sisters with Summers. So Jocelyn's my auntie. So that's how I know. I don't know who they are related to now. And one thing we don't do is switch drag pants around here. Like, it is what it is. You're my auntie or you're my mother. That's how it goes. My mom moved today. So that's where we were before you were here. Desiree was moving to Arizona. So we helped her pack up. And we went and stopped and seen her today and wanted to say goodbye before she got on the road. So City Side, you're there a little bit and you're waiting for that next contest. And also Iberian with Adriana and Lemon. Do you ever go and do their open stage night out there?
I haven't yet.
I need to go too.
I'm wanting to go check it out. Because
what's today, Tuesday? It's tomorrow,
Tuesday,
right? Wednesday? I might go tomorrow. I haven't been out there yet. And I promised them that I would come out. I know Carl's birthday's coming up, and I might go do a special number for Carl. I'm not sure. Because I don't want to shave, but... remember, guys, that there's stuff going on all over the Bay Area and out in Polk County. There's Lakeland Pulse that's out there. I don't know what else is out there anymore. I knew there was
got
one.
VIP, I think now.
Okay, I don't know what else is out there. I just know that
what is it?
you can go check out Anomaly's husband at
Gaspar's Grotto.
in Ybor City.
If you get too drunk at Gaspar's, then you'll meet her real fast.
Darlene. I know Darlene, Herrick.
They used to,
I know all of them. That's another one. She came to Mary's for a little bit. So
Darlene's good people.
Yeah, I've known her for a while. Her Cuban sandwiches are ridiculous.
They have not been the same since she left.
Well, they're at Mary's now. We also have Thursday nights at Southern Nights Tampa. We have our throwback Latin night, Valentine's party, hip hop and Latin there with all you can drink specials, no cover if you're 21 and up, drag shows. Wednesdays there's So You Think You Can Drag with Jade Embers and Gia Banks. If you ever want to check that out or perform, you should. Yeah, you should. And then I know Wednesday nights at Iberian is the open open stage at Iberian with Adriana Sparkles and Aquarius. And then I know on Fridays they're at Enigma, I think. Aquarius and her. And I know there's a drag brunch somewhere out there too. I need to get Aquarius or Adriana on here. But I know Daphne has something going on at Enigma, and Lady Janet has a talent night out in Enigma. So I need to get all of those together. But Southern, Bradley's,
Asylum starting to do
the Asylum. Oh yeah, the Drag Me to Hell starts on February 10th. Hey guys, keep it down for 1 second. February 10th. So you Drag Me to Hell at the Asylum in Newport Richie. With Chaotica Divine, or Chaotica MUA, I don't know what she goes by anymore. But she's hosting that out there. One of my drag kids is in it. I know there's a lot of people in it that I know. Matcha, Hallelujah, Sapphire. What's the King? We just talked about this with Frank. There's a bunch of that. So go out there and check that out there. I know that St. Pete is having their drag race thing coming up soon. And so there's something going on. You can look at any of our pages for any of that, for what's going on out there. Make sure you check out and support your local queens. February 10th is Drag Me to Hell. I think it's at 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. And then earlier that night in Tampa, Kezra Leon, the first one that I interviewed, is going to be opening for Big Frida. Hey, I really need y'all to just be quiet for like 5 seconds so I can just finish this, okay? So Kezra Leon, February 10th. Opening for Big Frida at the Crowbar in Ybor City. We have Drag Me to Hell on the 10th, starting out there at Asylum in Newport Richie. Thursday nights at Southern for the Latin Night Throwback Party. Wednesday nights, So You Think You Could Drag in Tampa. And then there is the open stage night at Iberian Rooster. So, and Enigma has talent nights. If you need any information, feel free to add Queen of the Night, add any of us, and ask us any questions. I want to say thank you to Anomaly, and I'm not going to try to say your last name again because forget it, for coming out and being interviewed. I love having the people that I don't know that much about out here, and to her wonderful husband for bringing her out here and dealing with all of our crazy and actually participating today. Thanks. What was your name? Viper. You can go see him at Crowbar. Don't get kicked out. Or, fuck. Crowbar is the concert. Gaspar, you can go see Viper. Don't get kicked out. I'm telling you, I'm like, fuck that right now. So, but I just want to say thank you guys for coming out and enjoying it. And it was a great interview. And this will be saved. It will be shared from the Queen and I page. And it will be on my YouTube page, which I still don't know my link to that. But I'll just keep sharing YouTube stuff because I just don't know. And so far, we have interviewed Kezra, Matcha, Francis, and you. So I have an Allure Beauty box over there, and in a couple of days I will go through stuff, and we will go, and I will give you all something like wigs or whatever, because I get makeup and supplies. So we have some stuff here, and I will be pulling names and getting it. Kezra won the first one because we took a hiatus, and he got a palette from Juvia's Place that came in one of the boxes.
Okay.
But I also have hair and things like that I'm going through, and we're gonna go from there. But again, I'm Amanda, a.k.a. Joey, a.k.a. just Joey Bone, Amanda Bone, whatever you want to call me. Anomaly. You can catch her hopefully at Cityside, right? That's what she said.
Yeah,
in the next thing.
Cityside next season.
With Tay Monet and my sister, Aubrey. Conundrum. Which y'all's names. It's cute. So, if you want to be interviewed, just let me know so we can get going there. Oh, there it is. Damien LaBelle. I knew I was like Ezra Chiming. I was trying to remember all of their names and I can't. I would like to review. Oh, I moved to Riverview. Want to go with me to Iberian tomorrow? Yes, just hit me up tomorrow, Ashley. I didn't know you were in Riverview. You know, I live like right by there. So we're close right now. Just hit me up and I'll give you my address. But thank you again for coming on and interviewing.
Of course.
Your makeup is phenomenal. I am
you.
kind of standing you right now, and I don't do that for much people. I just live for this whole look, and it was great to get to interview today. So guys, check in with us next time. I will post in the page when I find out. This is kind of fly by the seat of our pants. Like, we talk to people and we like do it, and usually we start at 6, but we started a little late today.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Listen, it's all you can eat stuffed pasta at Olive Garden, and I'm fat. So it was not her fault altogether. And we were supposed to go to the movies, but I'm glad that we got to stick around and do this. So, guys, check in. Oh, and we had snacks this time, like drinks and snacks. Yeah. And we were supposed because I said we were going to do this, and she's going to try it with us. It is a triple chocolate Twix. It is chocolate caramel, chocolate cookie, chocolate whatever.
Oh my God.
And I told her we were going to try this to see what was going on. So there you go. And that's what we're going to do. This is our thing today. And, and today, because Francis had chicken wings with us, so it was whatever. But it was like later, we didn't do it on the thing. But
I was gonna say, I
tried to have
remember
something
that.
like Kezra I bought fruit punch for, and I know Matcha had some Gatorade because she wasn't old enough. But
I
today
just
I
saw
had
your
like
alcohol
Jolly
and
Ranchers,
fucking all of your candy.
alcohol, Cheeto chips. We had, so we're gonna try this. It's a triple chocolate Twix.
The suspense is killing me.
It's not bad.
It tastes like Twix, just
Yeah.
like with Cadbury chocolate.
It's because it's fucking.
Want a problem?
It
They're
just
not
tastes
bad.
like a creamier Twix.
I'm not mad. There's a lot of caramel though.
I like caramel.
Chocolate caramel. Oh, it kind of reminds me of a Raisin. You know the little chocolate Raisin candy?
Yeah.
That's what the caramel tastes like to me. It's actually not bad. It's just a really creamy, chocolatey Twix. I'm not mad. All right, guys. We're going to go for now. Just keep us in mind. Check in with us later, and we'll find out who else we're going to interview, and we will catch you later.